All right, fastest 15 minutes on the internet, fastest 15 minutes in social media. And my name is Judson Powell. All right, I am the CEO of Capri Television, Capri TV, Kheprii. It's Capri with two I's. And go check us out. It's a African American owned network, and we're striving to make it better every day. And we show vintage movies and we play the latest music videos. All right. And it's free. That's a good thing, right? Free is always a good thing. Anyway, I want to talk about Jonathan Owens today. And in the category of better late than never. And I don't know. And I guess the reason why this came up is because, I got a lot of friends that are Dallas Cowboy fans. And so, they got beat by the Green Bay Packers. And Jonathan Owens just happens to play for the Green Bay Packers. He's the safety for the Green Bay Packers. And so and I want to break this down because of the fact that while I was on vacation, while the whole Simone Biles, Jonathan Owens thing was going on. And I was seeing, I was checking my social media, but I was just like, this is unreal how they're actually doing this guy. And just, and especially black women. And so that was kind of, I don't know, that kind of got to me because I was like, why are they dogging this man? This man, and it seemed like he was very genuine, and it seemed like he was telling the truth, which is all you can do. It's like if you're being genuine and you're telling the truth, and then Simone Biles was sitting right there next to him while this interview was going on, and she didn't balk at it. She didn't, and everybody was like, well, she was probably scared to say anything and all that. I don't really believe that was, she was in total agreement. And then later on, she doubled down on exactly what he was saying. And so that's why I just was like, what is this all about? Why is everybody so down on this man? Because he said, I didn't know who Simone Biles was. And I can get that because there's a lot of men, we don't follow certain sports or certain things we don't know. We don't always follow everything in the Olympics and everything. I can't tell you every Olympic athlete and every sport and everything like that because there's certain sports that I don't follow and I just don't like. They don't appeal to me. And by the same token, like how many women can tell me every football player that plays on the Green Bay Packers roster? How many, or just how many women out of the 32 teams in the NFL, how many women can tell me the starting free safety of each team? These are all very accomplished athletes. These are, remember, he's not no, piece of meat or whatever, because look, let me tell you something. This is not a easy job to get. Once again, I think they're 30, and I'm not 100% sure, but 32 teams, right? And I think there are like 43 jobs on each team and like another 20 jobs on the practice squad, right? And so that's saying there's 63 people, times 32. I'm not into math, but do the math. All right. That means there ain't a lot of people that got this job. And on most NFL rosters, there's like how many, like maybe 3 safeties, right? So out of all those people and whatever, he's one of them. The other thing is he's, once again, he's not chopped meat, y'all. The man is a millionaire in his own right. He's not, he's not no broke dude. He's not what he call homosexual. He's not, he's not looking for somebody to take care of him and all that kind of stuff. And he's been playing for a long time, well, a couple years. He used to play with Houston. So why are y'all so down on this man who has made a legitimate career? This man has a legitimate career in the National Football League. He's not a bum, y'all. The guy is not a bum. And the other thing is, you know, you should put some respect on any black man that's doing the right thing. He didn't look. He married. He got married. They got married what, last year? They're newlyweds. He got married. He didn't try to just, you know, he wasn't trying to, you know, to just, you know, but there, and it doesn't matter her status. Look at all of the women. There's a lot of women that have status and money and everything like that and can't get a man to the altar. Are not married, just on the perpetual dating cycle. As a matter of fact, you know, I was talking about that last night, and I was like, you know, even people like Serena Williams, greatest tennis player of all time, male or female, in my opinion. But you know, look at her dating his. Go back and look at all the men that she had to date before she finally met her husband. And then y'all got mad because she married a white man. Y'all was mad about that too. But all the black men that she dated, and she did date several black men that were athletes and that had money. And that were, you know, that had a certain amount of status. And what happened? So whenever this is once again, this is my opinion. So whenever there's a love connection, regardless of what that connection is, be happy for those people. Be happy for them. You know, I've been married 3 times. And I'm just telling you, marriage is very difficult, and finding somebody that you like and that you want to be around and be with every day, that's tough. It's not an easy job. Because marriage is more than the squinty, you know, squishy, lovey-dovey stuff. It's way more than that. It's way more than that. In fact, the squishy, lovey-dovey stuff is just like the, you know, or what some people call the honeymoon state. That only lasts for a little while. Then you got to deal with the fact of, do I like this person? Is this person a good companion? Do I like talking to this person and all that kind of stuff? You know, I'm very blessed and very lucky that I have somebody like that. But not everybody finds that. And whether or not he knew who she was or not, and if she went after him, so be it. She went after him. What difference why does that make him a bad person because he felt like he was the catch? Why does being confident, why when somebody is confident, and women, y'all complain about that more than anything, because what do they call, you always talk about, well, if a woman acts confident, then she's a bitch. If a woman acts confident, then, you know, that she's considered, you know, hard to deal with, and all of these other things that y'all talk about. So, and to me, confidence is attractive. So is intelligence. I like intelligence. I like confidence. So what's wrong with that? And maybe that's what Simone Biles likes. And just because he didn't know who she was, he was like, hey, you know, I don't follow gymnastics. I really didn't follow it either. I followed the last time I remember following gymnastics, I remember the whole thing with Gabby Douglas, but that was a different thing because of the way that they portrayed her in the media was a whole lot different from the way that they portray Simone Biles. So I always knew, I was like, okay, well, I knew who she was. And before that, the only other gymnast that I ever knew about was the girl from Russia, or I don't even know if she's from Russia, Nadia Comaneci. I remember her. But I couldn't tell you, if you asked me to name 5 gymnasts right now to save my life, I'd probably be dead. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Look, everybody is not the same. And to think that everybody knows what you know or is impressed by what you're impressed with and all of that kind of stuff, that's actually borderline narcissistic. How could you not know who she was, the most decorated gymnast of all time? Who cares? There's a lot of people. Look, I could tell you who's the most decorated boxer of all time. Who's the, who you could go on and on and on because gender differences and the differences between who males and females like and all that is different. And once again, it is not a monolithic thing. There's no, there's no monolithic, or tell me some other gymnasts. There are people in the Olympic Games that have more medals than Simone Biles. Right? But why all of a sudden are you going after this man, Jonathan Owens, because he was being honest? And the other thing is, let me explain something else to you. Their body language, if you're into stuff like that, which I am, because I was a media major in college, and I took that. I took a course on body language one time, because it was just it was like a elective, and I was like, yeah, but their body language is love. They got the body language of people that are in that kind of love, in that kind of physical love. That's what their body language is. So why is it important to you, like, what's going on with them? Because if you look at them, they like each other. They love each other. They like being around each other. And if you've been watching it, and I don't know if you've been ladies, I don't know, I've been watching the football games, but if you've been watching the football games, she's on that sideline, like living and dying with every play. It's almost like the Taylor Swift fans, watching where Taylor Swift is out there watching her man play for Kansas City, right? It's the same thing. So why ain't y'all coming down on him? Or why ain't y'all saying, oh, well, that's Taylor Swift. He just a poor white boy out there playing football. And I hate to bring color into it. That's the thing. I don't want to bring color into it, but it just seems like there's a different standard. Why is there a different standard for that? Why? Nobody said nothing about what's his name? Travis Kelce, I guess. I don't know his name. See, I don't even know his name. Because if somebody said, well, do you know who that was? No, I don't really know who he is. I know he plays tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's all I know. But Taylor Swift is way, way more popular and way, way more, more wealthy than he will ever be. But y'all not making posts about how this guy is a bum and about how, he just tagging on to her and all that. I haven't seen those posts. I haven't seen that on social media. I'm not saying it don't exist, but it don't exist the way that y'all was attacking Jonathan Owens. It don't attack. It ain't the same thing. It's just not the same thing. So give this man some props. He didn't just date her and cast her aside or whatever, or hit it, whatever y'all want to say. He could, he didn't do that. He married Simone and put a ring on it, right? Anyway, fastest 15 minutes is up. My name is Judson Powell. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, but most of all, out of all those buttons, hit the love button and start putting some love and some respect on people's names. I love y'all. Bye.